Myself M. Gunakar, Assistant Professor of Zoology, Government Degree College, Siddipet. In the last session, we have discussed rabbit arterial system. In this session, we shall discuss venous system of the rabbit. The deoxygenated blood from various parts of the body is returned to the heart through veins. The venous system of rabbit consists of 4 groups of veins. They are pulmonary veins, coronary veins, caval veins, and hepatic portal system. First, pulmonary veins. Pulmonary veins collect oxygenated blood from 2 lungs. They join together forming a common pulmonary vein which opens into the left auricle by a common aperture. Second one, coronary veins. These coronary veins collect venous blood from the walls of different parts of the heart and open into the right auricle. Now, caval veins. The venous blood from different parts of the body, except the lungs, is collected by 3 large caval veins. These are the right and left anterior venae cavae or precavals and the single posterior vena cava or postcaval. They open into the right auricle by separate openings. First, precavals. These are the precavals. The right and left precavals return venous blood from the anterior parts of the body, including head, neck, shoulders, forelimbs, and thoracic wall. Each precaval is formed by the union of the major branches. So, now let us discuss the major branches. What are the major branches? External jugular. There is a right external jugular and as well as the left external jugular. External jugular vein, it is the chief vein of the neck running below the skin. It drains or it collects the blood of the head, neck and shoulder region through anterior and posterior facial veins, deep external jugular veins and cephalic veins. The right and left external jugular veins are connected by a transverse anastomosis in some mammals. Internal jugular vein. There are 2, right internal jugular vein and left internal jugular vein. It is a slender vein collecting blood from the brain and occipital region of the skull. Now, subclavian vein. This is the subclavian vein. It's a right subclavian vein and a left subclavian vein. It is a prominent vein collecting blood from the forelimb and shoulder region. Internal mammary vein. And this internal mammary vein collects blood from the mammary glands to join the precaval. In males, it collects blood from the ventral thoracic wall. Intercostal vein. These intercostal veins, they collect blood from the regions of ribs to open into the precaval vein. Azygous vein. It collects blood from the posterior 8 or 9 ribs are on both sides to open into the right precaval. Azygous means not paired. However, on the left side, a few small veins unite to form a hemizygous vein. It is connected with the azygous through a transverse anastomosis in some mammals. Next, postcaval vein. So, this is the postcaval vein. It runs downwards. This is all postcaval vein which going downwards. This posterior vein or posterior vena cava or postcaval is a large medial vein. It collects venous blood from the posterior half of the body below the diaphragm. During its course, it receives several veins which run along with the corresponding arteries. Let us start from posterior most part, that is caudal, that is tail region. Caudal vein, it is a slender vein collecting blood from the tail. It marks the beginning of the postcaval. Actually, the figure is not shown here. Actually it should be here the caudal vein. Then internal iliac veins. These are the internal iliac veins. These internal iliac veins are small veins collecting blood from the inner portions of the thighs. External iliac veins, this one and this one, they are a pair of large veins on either side. They are formed by the confluence of a large femoral vein collecting blood from outer part of the hind leg, a vesicular vein from bladder and seminal vesicle of male or uterus of the female, and a posterior epigastric vein which collects blood from the pubic region. Next, iliolumbar veins, a pair of veins from the posterior dorsal abdominal wall. Next, genital veins. These are the paired collecting blood from the gonads, called spermatic veins in male and ovarian veins in female. Renal veins, left renal vein and the right renal vein. These are the prominent veins from each kidney of its side, each receiving a suprarenal vein branch from the corresponding suprarenal gland. Next, hepatic veins. While passing through the liver, the postcaval receives two pairs of hepatic veins from liver. Phrenic veins. These veins, while piercing through the diaphragm, postcaval collects its blood through one pair of the phrenic veins. That means the phrenic veins collect the blood from the diaphragm. Finally, the postcaval opens into the right auricle of the heart. Next, hepatic portal system. A renal portal system is totally absent, while a hepatic portal system is well developed in mammals and rabbit. The food-laden blood from various regions of the digestive tract is collected by four veins: lienogastric from stomach and spleen, which is divided into two branches: gastric vein from the stomach, splenic vein from the spleen, forming lienogastric vein. Then duodenal vein from the duodenum, anterior mesenteric vein from the small intestine, cecum and colon, and posterior mesenteric vein from the rectum. All these veins unite to form the hepatic portal vein. Which enters the liver and breaks down into capillaries. The blood of liver is collected by hepatic veins which joins the postcaval. We have already discussed it. Like this, the blood from all parts of the body are collected by four types of main venous systems. One is pulmonary venous system, coronary venous system, caval venous system, and hepatic portal system in the mammals in general and rabbit in particular. Thank you.